Don't want to hear too much of this game.
No, it's more for syncing purposes.
I know.
Than anything. Okay, hey, we're back with more Dark Souls podcast talking mad shit about people. The show.
We'll be nice this episode. We won't be nice this episode.
Hey, so it's me and it's me and Lauren and Dan's here. I guess we just have a third always. Maybe that's our shtick. It's you, me, and guest
whoever's
star.
around.
You get out.
It's the jerry-rigged mechanics.
Brendan, get back. Dan didn't work out.
So we're back. Ben's still. Stiller.
Are you talking about in real life or in the game?
Yeah. Okay. So we gotta.
Either way, the answer is disappointing.
He did know that, so we'll give him some little credit.
Why couldn't he have done that in Gauntlet?
Man, I can't wait till we play more Gauntlet.
I can and I can't wait.
I know.
On the one hand, Gauntlet, but on the other hand, oh my god, Gauntlet.
Well, Tyler won't. Well, I guess we can.
That was unexpected.
You slash the wall and then things.
I was picturing like Zelda sorta. You slash the wall and it dinks, and then you have to like do something to. No, he slashes the wall and it just disappears to reveal a doorway.
I apparently turned away at the wrong moment.
Yeah, well, there was more spots that looked like that. When you see a stupid ghost face on the wall, apparently you slash it and everything.
Well, that's standard procedure, I think.
When you see a stupid ghost
face, you stab it.
Not all doors are slashed to open, Bet. Are you gonna roll at it?
What? Please roll at it.
Oh, there's a dude on the other side. What? This isn't Left 4 Dead 2 where you can like stab the zombies through the safe house door.
And he's still winded, or whatever it's called when you're at half health.
Oh, and he's
Hollowed.
Yeah.
That dude's got a wedge he's trying to work out.
I love the enemies. Just when you're dead and they just kind of like...
It was some game... No, it was Call of Duty 4.
Okay. Modern Warfare.
The
Enhanced.
World at
the
War.
one that's actually good, but...
Okay.
Nukey Nuke edition.
Yeah. When you got shot, and you fell down to the ground dead, they would keep shooting you. Like...
You gotta make sure.
Like, at one point, I ran into a room and I got, like, firing squad down to... by, like, 5 guys, and then they just kept firing at my corpse. I'm like... That's...
Double tap!
That seems excessive.
You never have enough bullets. Bullets are... Wait.
That was a crazy thing about Killzone. The enemies reload and can run out of ammo.
What, really?
Yeah!
That's crazy.
Like, a guy just started running at me with his rifle trying to swing at me
That's
because he
the
was
best.
out.
I wish that they would throw their pistol at you. That would be the best thing ever.
Oh, okay.
Why is he glowing?
I was about to ask that, and Bren's not here, so I don't remember.
He's got, like, that...
It's probably because he's dying so hard. I mean, he's been hallowed for, like, at least 20 deaths now.
Yeah. It actually kind of looks like the anime sad storm cloud, where you know when a character's sitting off in the corner, like every time Brock's rejected on Pokemon.
I mean, if I was this character, I would be sad at all the stuff that Ben is making happen to me.
True.
If this is like a Wreck-It Ralph universe, like this character is crying himself to sleep. And also because we made him look like that.
Yeah, actually, I believe in the character creation, yeah, we were egging Ben on to do horrible things, but he still had choice.
He went with it.
Yeah, he allowed this.
What does this guy look like?
I think near the end we see the face, because...
Like
is he Carl?
He's like a fat Ronald McDonald and also Mr. Popo sort of bastard.
He has a really fat, completely white face. He had a blue beard and red hair at one point. And he had a giant green spot on his face. Alright, Ben learned this.
Wait,
where's he going?
Is he going back to the... Wait, did he just travel...
It looks like when he's pressing A to get here, but I'm guessing it's backing out.
Get murdered. I see him getting killed.
Well, he is about to.
Yeah.
Why don't you have your shield up, Ben?
He's dodging.
No,
Like
he's
that-
not.
Like the best of them.
Like no one ever has to dodge.
Well, he hasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing at this point he's decided he doesn't want to go where he was. So since it's Dark Souls 2, you can go wherever you want. So he's
If you
going
fail
here.
somewhere, go somewhere else.
So this is the area that Brendan just wrecked through when I watched him play first time.
Like he did well or he did bad?
Yeah, I suppose that's a bad thing to say.
He wrecked the game or the game wrecked him?
This was the one where he went very slowly and killed every enemy methodically.
Oh. Okay.
And it wasn't. I think that was when we just like put him on the other TV and let him do his own thing.
Oh yeah.
So it wasn't like super interesting, but it was more like thoroughness and
Yeah.
really how the game should be played.
Yeah.
So really, and again, I don't know if you were around when I mentioned this because Dan's new for this session.
Yeah.
Is the first group of episodes was the one that we were there and talking to him and the audio got ruined. This one is I just put him down in front of I plugged my computer into the HDR thing.
Yeah.
And I said, Ben.
That backhand.
Oh, is he? Oh.
Every single time that backhand is what gets him.
Keep
You gonna
your
heal
campaign
up?
Strong.
You gonna heal up? Yeah, get your Gatorade. Go back there.
But yeah, so I just said Ben down. I went to my room for 2 hours and just came back. So this is him entirely. No one's yelling at him. No
This
one's
is-
forcing him. There's no time limit other than 2 hours. And it's not like I said you got to get somewhere. So this is entirely him.
Wow.
Ben in his natural environment.
Yeah, no Tyler, no Brendan, none of us.
Alright.
And here we are.
I'm not super impressed.
Wow, that pimp hand.
Although I don't know much about this game, so.
And I still can't remember, and I really should know by now, whether or not he joined the Super Hard Covenant yet, or if he's still to do that, or...
Every day is the super hard covenant for
yeah.
Ben.
But I know when I came, when he was done, he mentioned that he joined it, and he's like, I did well, I think, and I joined the Hard Covenant. I'm like, alright, this probably won't be interesting then, so... Either he hasn't, or it's a lot, harder. It was.
Oh, you traveled by campfire, I guess.
Yes. Those are your save points and how you travel.
That's interesting.
Or warp points.
Alright, the whole thing about Dark Souls, from what I understand, is fire is important.
Fire hot.
And your sun is going out or
Okay.
something. And the more fire and sunlight there are, the better everyone's doing. But the less there is, the more things get fucked up. So then someone was like, I'll make fire out of souls so that we can have fire because we need that or else stuff is terrible.
Huh.
But then the gods got mad and made monsters. So now there's monsters in addition to the sun is going out and the fires are going out.
Well, that doesn't sound terrible at all.
Yeah, watch Player Your Gripes Dark Souls lore video.
Yeah.
It's pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
And that's literally all I know about the game is that video and what little I've seen.
I just know, like, Brendan talks about this at me sometimes, and I kind of listen a little.
Then I know Praise the Sun.
Yeah,
I
praise
did
the
hear.
sun.
Praise
You
the
know who
sun.
praises the sun? The Wii Fit trainer. Yeah. One of her special moves is literally to summon a giant sun sphere and then throw it at people.
Sun, sun, Mr. Golden Sun, kill my enemies.
Wow. It's like I'm in grade school.
I was a cleric in D&D, and I worshipped the sun god, and I had to sing that whenever I shot fireballs.
I was perfectly fine with that story with you just saying, well, I'm back in grade school. I was a cleric.
I went to a religious school.
Then I went to Cleric College.
I thought paladins were the religious ones, or are they both?
Both.
Okay.
I think paladins are less religious and more like, I am the law.
Aren't paladins more like they can be of anything, whereas clerics are usually like a Healy sun god?
Yeah.
Or else dark clerics are like a dark...
Well, I mean, you
Non-healy.
can pick whatever god and pick their
Yeah.
domains, at least in Pathfinder. I just like Healy Fire God.
That sounds like the one to go with.
Yeah, it was great.
The problem with Dark Clerics and Fat Princess is you can't kill anyone.
Oh, you can like debuff them and
Yeah,
things
in
like
Fat
that.
Princess, which is a great game I need to actually buy and have people play.
No.
Well, too bad. It is a good game and people will play it.
I just want to be.
Oh,
antagonist.
God.
Oh.
Watery grave.
Wait, can you not swim?
Not from that height.
How far do you fall?
Far enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, actually, I think he pretty much died anytime he touched water.
Yeah, not to
Unless
mention.
it was like ankle deep.
Most of the
water
time,
is lava.
most of the time you're wearing like 40 pounds at least of armor. That'd make you sink pretty hard. But also you're undead, so maybe that has something to do with
You're
it.
undead?
Yeah.
Well, he is.
Oh, that's another thing. Because there's less fire, there's
Oh,
like.
wait! Now he's back.
Oh.
See, this is. You know.
Oh my god! What's wrong with your?
Yeah, he's the Green Goblin because he's undead, hollowified. But he
That's because there's no fire, so people are becoming undead.
Yeah.
So
if he burns his Wicker Man, or not burns it, or uses his Wicker Man,
then he gets back to human looking.
yeah, what he actually looks like.
Otherwise, he's all zombified.
Interesting.
I don't know if he's going to zoom in on the face or not, since he knows we've already seen it. But absolutely not. I'll show you the footage so you can see it, just so you know.
He looks pretty ugly.
Yeah, it's.
We crafted this over like the course of 2 hours. We put a lot into.
I'm glad you have this kind of commitment to.
It wasn't quite that long, but like I put times 8 to skip through it when we watched the first session, just because. Plus, yeah. Also, the fact the customization is crazy. As you can see, we have a light blue beard that looks like frosting, and bright red hair, and the whitest white you can be.
Yes, call him Sir Cake Eating Face Majigger Man.
Yeah.
I think there was a joke in there.
Yeah, my words just kind of.
So to go back real quick.
I don't even understand why. Because you can put so much customization into a character that for most of the game is gonna be a zombie.
Yeah.
Like the more you die, the more you like get all green and zombified. So like you customize this character for 2 hours and then your face falls off.
I do know, because I looked this up at one point, there is a ring you can wear that you'll always look human.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is, or how far in the game it is, or if Ben ever is going to find it.
Not to mention, you could have that effect, or you could have any of the other ring effects.
Yeah.
So, like, you would have to really care about that face.
That's the same problem I've always had with Mass Effect when they had helmet options.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a nice bonus, but I worked hard to give this face my face.
See, I was in like Skyrim, you can put a lot of customization into the face, but not wearing helmets is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's,
so it doesn't really matter.
Don't give me bonuses attached to things that obscure my face in a game that I might want to see my face.
Oh, you narcissist with your vanity.
Well, if I didn't custom create the character, I don't care as much. Like, if it's just default Shepherd, slap a helmet on that. I don't care.
In fact, I would prefer a helmet on that for male Shep.
Mine didn't look that terrible.
I'm just saying, default Shep is very
generic.
Default.
Yeah. He's generic action hero, man.
I'm surprised default Shepherd we actually wound up with redhead default Fem Shep.
Yeah.
So, good for people. Anyway, to go back 10 minutes now, Clerics. When you upgrade a class in Fat Princess, you gain a secondary ability. So for Clerics, you can switch from a Cleric to a Dark Cleric.
Alright.
And a regular Cleric, I feel I was talking to you or someone about this recently. Because they heal, like you can imagine, like medics and TF2.
Yeah.
But you don't heal yourself when doing it.
Yeah.
Dark Clerics is at people's health, but they can't actually kill anyone, so someone else has to go in and stab them once to actually do the damage. And then, that's balanced, but then you're just kind of sitting there like, you need an adult to just stab this guy
That's why
once.
you work in teams.
You don't really work in teams in Fat Princess.
Oh, it's not a good team game.
Well, there's enough of you that you can be running around doing stuff, but it's hard to corral people to like charge.
Oh, okay.
Also, you respawn fairly
That was the
quickly.
problem I had with Happy Wars.
Yeah, Happy Wars is pretty much eventually one side just gonna push forward enough and do well.
Oh god, there's 2 of them.
I hope he's only triggered one.
For now.
Yeah.
I have the utmost faith in Ben.
Well.
No, I don't really.
Well, that's probably because you're a cleric.
And if he dies to these, then all of the others will respawn.
Yeah. That's why.
That's gonna be some good footage right there.
Yeah. That's why Brendan was very slow to get through these, but once he killed them, he didn't have to do it again.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, well that's one down.
What are these knighty things he's fighting?
Bastards.
Bastard man.
Bastards. Oh, I will
Dennis
laugh
is
so
a
hard if
bad-
there's a third one to the right.
Dennis
Oh,
is a
God.
bastard man.
Why? Oh wait.
Why Dennis bastard man? Or something like that.
Dennis am asshole. Why Charlie hates.
The best thing probably, I love that. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's definitely my top 5. My top 10.
Yeah.
But just his excited shaking glee of
Yeah.
Pat. Because Dennis is a bastard. Dennis, I'm a bastard man. Oh yeah, I did write that. I totally wrote that.
I hope they do another Charlie McDennis episode. I doubt they will,
Yeah.
but that would be so
That's
great.
why we're making our own.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was talking to him about the No Clue Encyclopedia of our Simpsons quotes, and
Yeah.
she pointed out that essentially is just going to become our Charlie McDennis. Like half of it is just encyclopedic knowledge of ourselves.
Yeah. Which is great for us.
Yeah, because we know it.
But like once we get Lynn really drunk and try and have her answer some questions,
Yeah.
I sure do hope that at 2 a.m. you can remember obscure Simpsons quotes, because they're worth points.
Pretty much all of the points.
You've got a lot of
How
them.
obscure are Simpsons
Well,
quotes?
we were discussing, like, how do you define obscure, and I can't judge, because if I'm quoting it, it's because other people know it.
Yeah.
Oh, this came up with Brendan yesterday. There's like some specific like 2-word sort. I don't know what it is
All right.
exactly offhand,
Help me
but
out.
it's some sort of thing that like one of the characters says in like a specific voice, and it's only like a 2-word reference, and it's not even like supposed to be one of the main jokes. It's just something that I have latched onto and found funny from The Simpsons. And so like this is a common thing like in my household, but to people that didn't spend like their entire lives watching The Simpsons, it's not that common. So Brendan said it at work, and someone didn't comment on it, and he's like, I guess my coworkers don't really like The Simpsons that much. And it's like, well, you kind of don't have the best frame of reference here, since the main Simpsons watcher you know is me. So
Yeah. Similarly, Dan and I went and saw Days of Future Past again.
yeah.
When I saw it with a normal group of people, including Lauren and Brendan, when Raven, Mystique, Jennifer Lawrence says, "Charles, get out of my head," they just burst out laughing.
Yeah.
Apparently that's something they just say to each other all the time.
Mostly him.
Yeah, mostly him.
He says that like daily to me.
Who does?
Brendan. Like anytime I say anything to him, like if I say something that he happens to be thinking about at the time,
Oh.
he'll just shout, "Get out of my head, Charles." Or like if he's super drunk, like if he's had half of a Budweiser, he wouldn't drink Budweiser. If he's had half of a beer though, and like he's just walking around being drunk, and I'm like, Brendan, you had a little too much to drink. He'll be like, "Get out of my head, Charles." So I can't take it seriously anymore.
Yeah.
And even like within the context of, even if we didn't do that, if it was just the show,
Yeah.
like even then, usually it's like Juggernaut shouts it, and he can't take anything that the Juggernaut shouts seriously. So it's still kind of funny, but
Yeah.
the sheer amount that I hear it, just like, "Hey Brendan, you want spaghetti later? Get out of my head, Charles."
And the other thing is because my other frame of reference is often cracked articles or internet where I can look up any reference to that I want and people will have it, so I can be like, ah, yeah. People say that. Are you being sarcastic? I don't even know anymore, man.
Oh. I think that specifically the one that Brendan was using at work was money can be exchanged for goods and services.
I was buying pornography at the pornography store.
The one I like to quote is just 27.
Yeah, we say that one quite a lot too, which is, I feel, pretty obscure.
That's getting into the deeper end.
Then the newer episodes you go, obviously the more people have dropped off from nostalgia.
Yeah.
Or gone back to the old seasons for nostalgia purposes, or, oh, it's terrible. Insert your own opinion here. The newer you go, the less likely people are going to know what you're saying. But if you quote someone from like the 5th season,
dental plan,
then you're pretty much solid.
Racist.
Don't eat that pie, Ark. Wow, he's interrupting that poor lady. And now he's going to pray at her butthole.
Well then.
That happened in South Park.
Praying to buttholes?
Yeah.
Which one is this one?
The Virgin Mary statue one, where Randy was an alcoholic.
Was that a fairly old season?
Okay, see, this is where my frame of reference is off, because I mostly know the first 8 seasons of South Park, and like you and Brendan seem to be more familiar with like the recent seasons.
Yeah, once I learned South Park Studios has it all, I pretty much watched what was airing, and then I've been going back in time instead of going back and going forward.
Yeah.
So that and this way it looks like the animation is slowly devolving,
Yeah.
as opposed to getting better over time.
Yeah.
It's like the animators
That
slowly becoming decrepit.
That it's I feel they hold up better than SNL, but like watching old SNL political sketches can be awkward.
I don't know any of those things.
Yeah, if you don't know the frame of context, it's no longer funny. So I've been watching newer South Park going back, so I'm like seeing how much I can be like, oh yeah, I remember when Bono said something stupid about that, and I remember Katrina. Ah, that's funny. But it goes back to like some earlier.
The Ayatollah.
Like, dang, now I'm because of stupid Simpsons. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I was thinking of
his garage sale, the Ayatollah, or something about I'm an Ayatollah, Khomeini, something.
Yeah, that was a lot of the witty, timely humor in Murphy Brown. So these days, I sure do hope you remember Iran from the like early 90s, because we're going to talk about it.
I had to learn that for... He's just getting stabbed the crap out of him.
Random kneeling guard is just wrecking Ben's day.
I want to believe for his benefit that he was hit stunned, because otherwise he just kept getting stabbed and not shielding, just kept getting speared right on through. Oh god, he's in that place again. Remember when I told you stood in the middle of the explosive barrels and blew up?
Yeah.
This is that spot.
He realized pretty quickly, though. He booked it on out of there.
And now he's dragging the Ninja Turtle out.
That's what I was thinking.
Get out of my head,
God damn it.
They just whack each other and both flew back.
No, the guy whacked an explosive barrel and Ben at the same time and exploded, taking like half of his health.
And then they both slowly got back up.
Yeah.
That dude's stamina was also low. Oh, go grab the loot body. He's got a homeward bone.
I'll bet he does.
I can only imagine that's like an escape rope.
I always find it weird what people carry in video games on corpses.
What?
Like, when you loot a corpse in like video games, what they have on them.
No, Ark, no, Cloud. I don't know why those two dire wolves were holding 97 gil in a magic fire ring.
Who cares? All I remember was BioShock was just this guy had like 6 pineapples on him.
Yeah.
Why he had...
Oh! Like the Aldi guy. I went to Aldi's the other day,
Okay.
and the guy in front of me had a cart full of 26 pineapples and 22 watermelons.
Is he a fan of Gallagher?
I mean, first of all, I didn't even know you could fit that in a cart,
Yeah.
but
He's talented.
he managed.
Did
Oh,
he clear out the store? 'Cause
I
that
guess.
seems like that would be like a day's
It was
work.
like a pallet of watermelon.
Huh. Yeah, as much as I love the lore of Bioshock and Bioshock Infinite having audio diaries and voxophones,
yeah.
it makes no sense why people are just carrying around their personal little Walkmans with their life story on them.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.